Check, check. So game number 2 promises to be an enticing one. Lall and Sethi, I believe, as far as I can remember, they were the champions of the plate division last season. A team that has historically done really well. They'll be facing Emerald Law Officers, another strong team, another strong contender. Emerald Law Officers winning the toss and electing to bat first. All the teams that have batted first on this specific ground, they have had the upper hand most often than not. Statistically, this is a pitch that favors the teams that have batted first, and hence they had no hesitation. After winning the toss, they put Lall and Sethi to bowl, and they had no qualms about it. Lall and Sethi, their captain, was mentioning that that's exactly what they wanted to do. They wanted to field first. That's also a ploy that generally teams like to pull out in this format of the game. You know, you always know what target you're chasing so that you can maintain the run rate accordingly. Not the best of starts for the bowler. Meanwhile, starts off with a wide away from the tram line. We'll have to re-bowl that one. Abhijit is the bowler. Oh, that's a gift, and that's been put away by the batsman just short of the boundary ropes. I don't think it has gone all the way. The umpire has signaled it as a 6. Well, I think it's a maximum. Yes, it is. Might just have travelled. That has gone all the way. But what a hit that is. That is a sensational shot to start off this match and start off the tournament for Emerald Law Officers. Brilliant start. Goes again. This time it's a wide signal away from the tram line. We'll have to re-bowl that one. The pressure on the bowler. One legal delivery that he's bowled. He's been dispatched for a 6. Madhavan and Sachit. Yeah, the opening batters. Madhavan off the mark in typical fashion, in great fashion. Another wide. In fact, that's a no ball. That's a no ball, and it will be a free hit delivery. It's going from bat to worse for Arjit. Free hit delivery. Madhavan will swing it hard. Go straight. Carves it away towards the offside. Another boundary. This is such a positive start for Emerald Law Officers. This is exactly what the captain wanted when he won the toss and put themselves into bat. Some positive intent shown early on. And Lall and Sethi immediately on the back foot. Madhavan races away into double digits. Moves 10 of 3. Arjit has some work to do. He's got to pull things back. The first 3 deliveries haven't been good, haven't been kind to him. That's much better. That's much better. Draws him forward into the drive. The ball just nipping away from the right-handed batsman. Perfect delivery, especially when you're bowling the first over. The batsmen are not sure with their footwork. They're not sure with what the pitch is doing. Oh, that's a genuine edge. That could have easily been a wicket if there was a first slip. But in this tournament, it's not a norm to have a first slip in place because it's very rare that batsmen edge it like that. But that was a genuine edge. So even luck favoring Madhavan and Emerald Law Officers at the moment. This is a brilliant start for them. 17 of the first 4 deliveries. 2 more to go. Arjit, he's running in wide again. Another extra. This has been a long over. A no ball, a few wides. So when you're bowling up front, what you've got to try and do is that you bowl within that channel. That's what's going to trouble the batsman. But you understand that these are not seasoned cricketers. They don't do this on a professional basis. But they work really hard for this particular tournament. They gave it their best. Oh, that's another edge. This time a diving keeper also couldn't stop it. That runs away for another 4 fortunate runs again. See, Emerald Law officers have raced down to 22 and all those runs haven't looked pretty. Yes, he's played 2 scintillating shots, but he scored some behind the wickets as well and not in convincing fashion. So end of the first, Emerald Law officers, they're 22 for no loss. So Manish has been pressed into the attack now. Manish will be bowling his first. Now a slip has been added. Would be interesting to see. Manish on top of his bowling mark. Conventional slip. Looks to cut it. Is it an under edge? Yes! The umpire raises his finger. The wicketkeeper was quick to react. Gets the under edge. He was looking to play it square. And that travels straight to the wicketkeeper. So perfect start from Manish with the ball. He's provided a breakthrough initially. And after that blitz in the first over, they've lost 1. So Manish pulling things back for his team with a wicket first up. Shivam is a new batsman who walks out to the middle. Shivam will be facing his first. Madhavan is at the non-strikers end. He was dished out some freebies in the first over. Also got fortunate. A couple of peaches took the outside edge and ran away towards the boundary ropes. Manish running in. Oh, that's another beauty. That is an unplayable delivery. He was caught poking at it. The feet going nowhere. He wasn't sure what he was trying to do there. Just jabbing at it with hard hands. Uses his feet. That could be the second. Mid-on. Gets it. Easy catch. A dolly in the end. That was a nothing shot really. He was troubled by the swing early on. Decides to use his feet against a fast bowler and chips it straight to the man. Shivam goes without opening his account. And they've lost a second. How things can turn around in the event of a couple of deliveries. Emerald Law officers at 22 for 2. The new batsman is Tarun, who walks out to the middle. So now, Lall and Sethi on top. Manish has been right on the money since ball one. He's yet to concede a single run. Bowls a slower delivery, pulls it straight. That's what I was talking about in the first over. When you bowl those tight lines, you force the batsman to make the mistake. They want to achieve quick runs, and in the process, they make mistakes and end up losing their wickets. If you have got wickets in hand, first up, you're in for a good day. That's a full toss. Meanwhile, Mahinder gets to it from mid-off, keeps it to just one. So Tarun off the mark, courtesy that single. Madhavan back on strike. He'll be facing the final delivery of the second over. Manish has bowled really well until this point of time. Checks his drive, but the timing on that one was pristine. Gets a single, will keep strike. That's the end of an eventful over. 2 wickets coming in that one. Second gone. Emerald Law offices at 24 for 2. So Arjit, first over, he leaked runs. Can he forge a comeback here? He goes again with on offer once again, and he latches on to that one, Madhavan. He's not missing out. Well, you've got to bowl straight to him. He relishes with, just frees his arm. He's got a great hand-eye coordination. It's so good to watch when he's playing through that cover or square region. Excellent through the offside. If you bowl it around that corridor of uncertainty, that's where he doesn't like it. No batsman likes it there. That's why it is called the corridor of uncertainty. You're not sure whether to poke at it, whether to play the cover drive. If you've got a hint of movement away from the right-handed batsman, he'd be caught behind or probably edge it to the slips. There is a conventional slip there. So they've risked it. There is a third man, but he's pretty wide. It's a conventional slip. Once again, he's caught playing away from his body. That's the danger aspect of it. When you're looking for any width, when you're looking to play the booming cover drive, the batsman will look to bowl away from where your feet is. You know, the pivot, where your center is, where your base is. And when you're playing away from it, you're stranded loose. You just rely on your hands, and if you don't have fast hands and the bowler is getting any movement, you nick it straight behind. So that's the danger of it. It's always good to have your foot moving, your ball's direction. That's been wrapped on the pads, clearly going down leg. A huge shout. That was going down leg. Apart from that boundary, this has been a very decent over from Arjit. So once again, Lall and Sethi sticking to their plans. Now, they are a no-nonsense team, Lall and Sethi. They will bowl tight. They've got an excellent overall attack. They've got good seamers. They've got good spinners. That's over pitch. Brilliant fielding. It's that man, Mahinder. Watch out for him throughout this tournament. He's a dynamite. Excellent with the ball, excellent with the bat, and he's a live wire in the field. That's the end of the over. Meanwhile, third gone, Emerald Law officers, they're 29 for 2. Oh, that's down the leg side. Not too sure why he's coming around the wicket now, Manish, because he bowled really well in his first over coming over the wicket. I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to cramp Madhavan for any room because he loves it. He loves to play towards the offside. He was looking to swipe it away towards the onside, another wide. I think Manish is still better off coming over the wicket. That's exactly what he's resorted to. He was bowling well. Why fix something when it's not broken yet? Oh, that's a huge shot. That's close. Was there any bat on it? No signal from the umpire, so probably an inside edge onto the pads. Otherwise, he would have been trapped in front. There was no question about that one. It's the inside edge. That's the only thing that saved him. So, given as runs, so another one moves to 25. Manish to continue. Tarun is a man on strike. That's the strength of Lall and Sethi. They keep things simple. They bowl it wicket to wicket. The plan is to execute the simple things, the basics. They get the basics correct. And that is why they are such a successful team. Emerald Law Offices, they got off to a brisk start. But now a partnership is the need of the hour. That's true. That's true. Even the keeper struggling to collect that cleanly. Manish has been sensational so far. Makes him drive. Once again, he checks his drive at the last moment, pushes it straight to short cover. The run rate at the moment is slightly above 8.5. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a good shot. Risty was aerial but was in the gap more importantly. That's 4. That's Tarun's first boundary. Nicely hit away. That went racing towards the boundary ropes. Why not? The field restrictions it places fielders outside the circle. 30-yard circle, that is. One of them is standing at third man. He's very wide. And the other one is standing at sweeper cover. More towards deep point. That's big again. That's in the gap. Same region, same result. Back-to-back boundaries. Straying onto the pads. Tarun moves tonight. He's getting a move on now. That's the end of the over. They're going along nicely. Scoring at a clip of 10. They're 40 for 2 after the first 4. So Mahinder, he is into the attack. And I'll tell you again, watch out for him. Throughout the course of this tournament, he'll create a lot of ripples. He's such a committed cricketer, is Mahinder. Not the best of starts for him. Straying down the leg. We'll have to re-bowl that one. So, one thing we have to keep in mind is the fact that most of these teams would be playing their first game. This is definitely their first game these two teams that they're playing. So They will be rustic. It's been a while since they've played any competitive cricket. Once again, I'll have to remind you that these are not professional cricketers. They're not seasoned campaigners. They sweat it out. They work hard for this particular tournament. And look at the effort that they put in. It's remarkable. It's amazing when you see some brilliance out there on the field. You forget the fact that these are not international stars. Tarun works it away towards backward point, just guiding it away straight to the skipper, who fields it, throws it back to the wicket keeper, gets another single. Madhavan, I beg your pardon. Tarun is back on strike. Once again, on the pads, clips it away. That's four. That's a poor delivery. You don't expect that from Mahinder. But more freebies for the batting team. The score moves to 46 for 2. That's a gimme ball. All he had to do was give it the direction, and he knew where exactly to hit it. Just getting battered. Oh, that is an interesting shot. He looks to open the face of the bat at the very last moment. Not sure if movement off the deck, it foxed him. Almost resulted in a wicket for Mahinder. Looks to bowl it wide, a bit too wide, away from the tram line. We'll have to re-bowl that one. Tarun is batting on 13 at the moment. He's got 3 hits to the fence. Goes big again. Sweeper cover gets around it. That's a very interesting shot that he's trying to play there, Tarun. That's dangerous as well because he's not in total control of that shot. What he's trying to do is he's looking to play through covers, but at the last moment he just opens the face of the bat and carves it a bit straighter. Takes it on the full, guides it away towards the onside. 2 fielders converge, and they keep it down to just 1. So he will keep strike. 5 overs gone. Emerald Law officers, they're 49 for 2. They were a bit hesitant about that single, but 50 up for Emerald Law. Good to see that single. Just a push towards the cover region. 50 up in quick time. Jersey number 31, Manish, into his third over. Oh, what a delivery. Draws him forward, beats him. Can't get any better than that. The only thing missing there was a nick straight to the key. Picture perfect. That kind of a delivery is a dream for any fast bowler. It's second best dream. The first is to uproot the stumps of the batsman. That's the best side for any bowler. When you uproot the stumps of a batsman, you see the stumps cartwheeling all over the ground. That's a dreadful sight for a batsman. That's heaved away towards the onside. That has been his preferred region. Through the deep, 4 more runs. He's targeted that area. If Madhavan loves the offside, Tarun loves the onside. So it's a good matchup. Manish ready to run in. Oh, Yorks him. He squeezes it out, works it away towards long on, gets a single. Good delivery that. Remember, this is the final power play over. First 6 overs are the mandatory power plays, just 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. Final delivery of the 6th coming at 55 at the moment. Emerald Law officers. That run rate has just gone a shade below 9.5. Once again, cramps him for room. The batsman uses his wrist, turns it away towards the onside, gets a single, will keep strike. That's the end of the power play over. 6th gone. Emerald Law officers, they're 56 for 2. So the field is spread out now. Mahinder will continue into his second over. Yorker length again. Gets the bat down in time, pushes it towards the offside. So Mahinder went for 9 runs in his first over within the power plays. Madhavan, the man on strike. Once again, looking for that booming drive towards the offside. He loves that region, doesn't he? And that's exactly what Mahinder is trying to do. He's trying to make him drive. And why not? Because there's a vacant gap there through the extra cover region. Meanwhile, the square is packed. That's full in length again. He works it away towards long on. It's only a single. So there is a third man in place. There's a gully in place. There's your backward point, and there is a sweeper cover. There's a man at covers as well, and then there's long off. So, with good thinking by the captain. You've got a proactive captain. who's thinking about it, who's thinking about the game. I'll tell you what, these two teams are not well versed with each other, but they worked out what the strengths or the weaknesses are of the batsmen, and that's why they are the champions. As I said initially, you've got to get your basics right. That was drilled, but straight to the man. Good fielding. That ball was traveling, and it was traveling quick. This is a much better over from Mahendra so far. Can he finish it off well? That is a question. Final delivery coming up. Hurried. The batsman hurried onto that one. Just 2 runs coming off it. Great over that. 7th gone. Emerald Law Officers, they're 58 for 2. Jersey number 77 into the attack with his off spinners and almost gets a wicket first up. He wasn't in total control of that shot. Works it away towards the offside, just evading the fielders. It's a jam-packed offside, as I said. So Emerald Law Officers at the moment 59 for 2. This is the 8th over. The run rate once again has come down. Karan. Now Karan is the MVP for Lall and Sethi. He's such a vital cog to this team. Quicker in the air. Traveled straight into the gloves of the wicket keeper. He won't give you any air. The off spin, the Current bowls it flat, bowls it quick. Varies his pace nicely. That is brilliant. Tight in line and length. 3 dots on the trot. Madhavan is batting on 30. He's well set. A bit too full. The batsman works it towards long off, gets a single, 1 more run added to the total. The score moves to 60. First runs in this over. Oh, he was hurried there. And now we're seeing signs of that. In fact, what I was talking about in the morning. The pitch, as the day progresses, it gets slower and lower. You'd see the ball not bouncing as much. As the ball gets older, you see less and less bounce. But what I know that was just 2 runs coming off it. 8th gone. Emerald Law Offices. They're 60 for 2. So another offie comes into the attack. They've got no dearth of spinners. Lall and Sethi. They've got a few in their ranks. And Kapil into the attack starts off brilliantly. Look how they are pulling things back. Keeping it tight with their spin options. Just a push towards the offside gets another run. One more added to the total. It's been a while since they've got a boundary to their names. And they've kept them on a leash, Lall and Sethi, after the power play overs, especially the spinners. Fast and low as well, not bouncing as much as the batsman anticipated, and that will happen. Cross-batted shots in the second half won't be easy on this pace. Straight to the fielder. Great field placement. Good bowling. He's bowling according to his field as well. It's a very good start for Kapil. Tries to do something different. Shuffles in his crease. Not the timing he would have liked. Long on gets around it. Keeps it to just one. So these are energy sapping conditions, as I've mentioned before. And, as the day progresses, shot making will become more and more difficult. No matter how much time you spend at the crease, quicker and flatter as well. That went straight. Just straightening after pitching. That's the end of the ninth. Just one run coming off it. Emerald Law Officers, the 62. In fact, I beg your pardon, 2 runs coming off it. So 2 well-settled batsmen out there. Madhavan batting on 32, Tarun batting on 22. And 2 off-spinners have started well and they'll be bowling in tandem. Just 2 runs given away by them. That's smoked. Long on, will get around it. Mahinder, as I said, is a committed fielder. He'll keep it down to just 1. The run rate has gone below 7. That's how they stifle the opposition, Lall and Sethi. You can't give them an inch. And meanwhile, Emerald Law Officers, they'd know that they're going along at a brisk pace. It's a steady pace. But the fact is that Lall and Sethi, they're hardening their grip on their opposition. After a fantastic start provided by Madhavan, their run rate has gone down drastically. That's a full toss. He's upset with himself. Karan has been taken for the single. Tarun back on strike. Tarun batting on 23. Off spinner continues. Takes it on the full. And again gets down low. Keeps it to just a single. This is the hallmark of a champion team that you're witnessing. They hadn't had the best of starts, but look how they're pulling things back. The champions have this attitude of never giving up. You've got to be on your toes if you are to defeat them. Another couple of deliveries to go in this 10th. Oh, that's a full toss. Is that a chance? No, it's not. That has cleared him comfortably. So breaking the shackles is Madhavan. He gets a gift and he puts it away in some fashion. That's the end of the 10th, and that would be drinks. break and a mandatory change of ends. We've switched to the School Road end. So spin it will be. They're persisting with their off spinners. Lall and Sethi at the halfway mark. Emerald Law offices 72 for 2. Now what difference will that drinks break interval mean? Will there be a shift in the tempo? Oh, that was in too far away from the leg stump of the batter. He's looking to guide it away towards fine leg. The keeper does really well, collects it cleanly. If he hadn't, that ball was traveling towards the fence. Pushes it quick up. No air given whatsoever. The batsman takes a quick single. One more run. You see these new breed of spinners with the advent of T20. You know, you talk about the old-fashioned conventional spinners. They used to give it a lot of loop. They used to give it a lot of air. They used to use their guile. And now you see bowlers bowling it fast onto the deck and using so many variations up their sleeve. The old-fashioned bowlers used to bowl their stock deliveries and once in a while use a variation to fox the batsman. But times have changed. The game has changed drastically. So has been the skill set of the players. Another quicker one. I think there was some bat on it. That's gone for... Not yet. The fielder does well. I thought it was going towards the boundary ropes. The bowler was excited. He thought that it was close. Get a couple of more runs. This is the 11th over. He goes straight. He hits it hard all along the carpet, only for a single though. That's a problem with both Kapil and Karan. They won't give you any air, so it's very difficult to get underneath that and heave it away like you would to a conventional spinner. He bowls it full, he bowls it straight, he fires it in just like that. That's down the leg side though. We'll have to re-bowl that one. It doesn't even give you any time to use your feet against him. Very smart bowler. Perfect for this format. He pushes it straight back to the bowler. Another dot delivery. You know, these spinners who bowl in the middle. They are one of the reasons why they've done so well. And the umpire has raised his finger. That's straight. And that's going on to crash the stumps. So his vigil, Madhavan's vigil, comes to an end. He goes for 35. Emerald Law officers, just after the drinks interval, they've lost their third. They're 78 for 3. So Priyanshu is the new batter who walks out to the middle, but he would be at the non-striker's end because the wicket had fallen of the final delivery of the previous over. Tarun will be the man on strike. He's batting on 33. And he's looked good. 33 of just 27. And Madhavan, after that first over, he had raced away to 22. And he couldn't really accelerate after that first over. Seems like he was struggling. And that's gone for 4. That's run away. That's a boundary. Free runs for the bowling team. But a very good delivery that one was. Vinay introduced into the attack. He won't be happy one bit. Vinay bowling his off spinners. As I said, they've got no dearth of off spinning options. He's the third one. He's also the 6th bowling option used by Lall and Sethi. 16 extras given away. He's slightly slower through the air. That's away from the tram line. We'll have to re-bowl that one. And honestly, that's not a bad thing, because the ball is older now. So you've got to work out at your own pace. So when there is no pace on offer from the bowler, you're struggling to time it as a batsman. Drills it towards long off once again, gets another single, gets one more run added to the total. He's tossing it up every once in a while. Priyanshu hits it straight to the man standing a short mid-wicket. Rather, it's Tarun who's the man on strike. Not getting all of it. Gets a thickish inside edge. The ball goes towards the onside, gets one more run. And with that single, he brings Priyanshu on strike to face the final delivery of the 12th over. He goes for the big swing. Is that a wicket? Yes, it is. The umpire raises that dreadful finger for the batsman. And Priyanshu has to go back. They're losing the plot here. He was looking to swing it downtown towards the onside. Looking at the big boundary towards cow corner. Fails to make any connection. And that was going straight on to crash onto the stumps. Emerald Law Officers, they're 89 for 4. So an eventful over, that previous one. 11 runs and a wicket coming off it. So Kapil to continue. Tarun is a man on strike again, making him drive away from his body. Almost losing his balance. He's bowling darts at the moment, is Kapil. That's down the leg side. Every now and then he does tend to bowl a wide down the leg side. What he's trying to do is keeping the batsman guessing with his line. The length is mostly full. He's hardly bowled anything short. That is a peach. How do you play that as a batsman? It's coming so quickly to you. You've got hardly any time to react. And this is a batsman who's well set. He's batting on 35. Quickly gets behind the line of the ball. Covers it. Pushes it towards the offside. No chance of a run. Heaves it, drills it towards long on, gets another single, one more run added to the total. Tarun moves to 36. The new man, Rahul Malhotra on strike. He'll be facing his first delivery. He's been dropped on the pads again. The umpire suggests that height was the issue there. That was close. That was going straight as well. This is great bowling. Nicely played by Rahul Malhotra. He's so risky. Plays it towards backward square leg. He's off the mark with that single. 3 runs coming off that over. Another disciplined one, 13th gone. Emerald Law officers, they're 92 for 4. So Vinay will continue. Vinay into his second. He was looking for the sweep inside edge. No chance of a run there. So talking about bowling. You've got Arjit and Manish who bowled up front. That is interesting, but that's straight to the fielder. Reverse sweep for the first time we are seeing in this tournament, but that's played straight into the hands of the fielder who was waiting there for that catch. Oh, it's getting even worse for Emerald Law officers. They're losing the plot after a solid start. After a good foundation was laid by the openers, they've lost half their side. They're 92 for 5. That was unnecessary. Well, the execution was good, but it was so unfortunate for him that it went straight down the throat of the fielder standing there. Easy catch in the end. So spinners ruling the roost here after the early breakthroughs provided by Manish. Got to tell you, Karan still has got 2 overs up his sleeve. Kapil has got just 1. He's been sensational. He's always economical. Look at that economy rate, 3.67. He's got 1 more over to go. He's picked up a wicket. Vinay has picked up 2 wickets already. This is just his second over. So, off spinners galore. They've used as many as 3. Unbelievable stuff. That's his strength as well. They've got a lot of utility cricketers. They can bowl. They can do everything. They're very tidy in the field. New man out there. Vinay will continue. Kapil is the man. That's an interesting shot straight away, but equally well fielded. That ball was travelling. Had to move in quickly. Go towards his left. Cover the angle as well. Confident start to Kapil's innings. He's off the mark. Played and missed. Once again, bowls it wide of him. Tarun, after that initial phase, now struggling all of a sudden. That's a good looking stroke. Oh, that's gone for 4. Is that a change in tide? Will that bring it about? 4 runs. It's unfortunate for the fielder. He did everything right there. But I think his foot got stuck on the ground. These things happen. It was hit stylishly. Tarun moves to 40. Will that instill some confidence back in him? Goes for it again, misses it completely. Straight to the keeper. No chance of a run. I believe that's the end of the over as well. A dot to finish the over. 14th gone. Emerald Law Officers, they're 97 for 5. So Kapil will be bowling out his final over on the pads of the batsman, who works it away towards a fine leg fence. The fielder can't get up to it. He was standing at backward square leg. That was a poor delivery to start off with. He puts it away towards the fence, and that's the 100 up for Emerald Law Officers. 101 for 5. Good time to bring up your 3-figure mark. At some stage, they will look to up the run rate. The problem is they've lost 5 wickets. That's a good hit. That's a clean hit. That's gone for 6. He's taking them on. Kapil has no second thoughts there. The moment he came out, we knew that he was going to play positive cricket. That's exactly what he's doing. No half measures there. Moves into double digits very quickly, and he's taking on the most economical bowler in this innings, who's bowling his final over as well. No remorse. Was hit hard. Was stroked powerfully. And he gets a single this time around. Gets Tarun back on strike. Tarun is batting on 40. He's played the role of the sheet anchor. Oh, that will run away for 4 more. That's another boundary. It's gone for 4 more. That is unfortunate for the bowler as well as the fielding team. The keeper missed it. And that's a problem you're going to face. Your spinner bowling it flat, bowling it quick. It's hard for the wicket keeper. You know, I was yesterday talking about the fact that wicket keeping is a thankless job. Oh, that's drilled. That's drilled straight. He was running for cover, the bowler. That was hit really hard. So they are getting a move on. You know, in the first game, I was talking about momentum. And what brought about the shift in momentum? They were fielding so well. That lapse in the field in the previous over, that misfield that went for 4, that shifted the momentum in their favor. Every sport, you want the momentum going your way. And they come back for the second. You'd have to see if the ball was still in play. It was. And 50 up as well for Tarun, courtesy that brace. 50 up, 40 deliveries. He's been out there for quite some time. Energy sapping conditions, as I said. But he's not done yet. In the end, Kapil proving to be expensive. He's given away 32 in his quota of 4 overs. He's picked up a wicket. See how quickly things turn. Such is this game. Now Emerald Law Officers, their camp has found their voices back. Spinner will continue. That could be a wicket. Oh, gets away with that. This is exactly what I was talking about. It's a shift in momentum. All of a sudden, Emerald Law Officers are getting away with everything. Karan is back into the attack. That's played stylishly towards long off. Gets one more run. And Tarun knows that it's important for him to stay till the very end. And Kapil is going along nicely. He's playing his strokes, especially against the spinners. He's targeting the spinners. So in all probability, he's got the license to go for it. And why not when you get deliveries like that? That's it with disdain. A flat 6 over deep mid wicket. That is some serious stroke. Flat and fast. Straight over the boundary ropes. Look at that run rate soaring now. It's in excess of 8. Now the fielding team back under pressure. It's a matter of a couple of deliveries. This time through the long off region. The fielder tries to get to it. Might have got a fingertip to it, but that's run away for yet another boundary. It's a funny game, as they say. In fact, that's gone all the way, suggests the umpire. That's cleared the boundary ropes. So Kapil, he's playing a gem of a knock here. You know, he worked out with such confidence and he played his first stroke. It looked good. It was right off the meat of the bat, and his footwork as well was a class apart. Final delivery of the 16th over coming up. After this, the death overs begin, the final 4. Will he go again? Probably the last over of one of those spinners. He goes again, he sweeps it. And when he connects it big. He hits them big. That's 6 more. That's the end of the 16th. Another big over. Kapil turning on the heat. He's moved to 31 of just 9. And 16th gone. Emerald Law Officers, they're 138 for 5. So here we go. The medium pacer is back in the attack. The final 4. He goes big. That could be a wicket. Short cover gets underneath that one and he pouches that. So Tarun's innings comes to an end. He's played well. He goes for 51 of 42 deliveries. Well, now was the time to switch gears for him. He knew it. And he was going for that big shot. In the process, he's lost his wicket. They've lost their 6 Emerald Law Officers. And a big blow that. The new batter is Sachit. He'll be facing his first. That's again down the leg side. It's been a huge toil for the wicketkeeper. He's had to work hard. He's been made to work hard by the bowlers every now and then. Strangling one down the leg side. And there's no fine leg. There's a backward square leg. No fine leg. It's nicely bowled. The batsman pushes it straight to Manish, who does well in his follow-through. Sachit has just walked out. This is the 17th over. It was a crucial over. I still believe Tarun should have handed back the strike. to Kapil, who was hitting it beautifully. And now it's to be seen how Kapil fares against the faster bowlers. Bowls it slow, trying to outfox the batsman. He waited for it. Sachin puts it away towards the onside, towards deep mid wicket, off the mark with that single. It's Kapil back on strike. What can he do? What will he be doing? Will he go big? He plays spin really well. What about the medium pacers? Plays them equally well. That's six, short enough. Rocks back onto the back foot and puts it away over the fence. Another six. Well, he's an all-round cricketer. A complete batsman. And look at that strike rate. He is scoring at a clip of 370. That is something. He's toying with the bowlers. What is he doing at number 7? That is a question. Probably, they've thought out that he is our finisher or he's finished. A Yorker. What a comeback that is by the bowler. Pinpoint Yorker. Even Kapil couldn't hit it out of the park. Has sneaked under his bat. And a brilliant comeback by the bowler. But it's been an entertaining knock. A short but entertaining knock. Crucial runs these. Emerald Law officers, they have 146 for 7 as Kapil makes his walk back. So final delivery of the 17th over coming up. The new man walking in at number 9. He'll be facing his first inside edge. The man at backward square leg gets around it, makes sure that there's no run taken. Abhishek is a new batter. Ends the over with the dot. 8 runs and 2 crucial wickets coming in that over. Manish ends with brilliant figures. He's picked up 4 wickets. And he's given away just 28 runs. 17th gone. Emerald Law officers, they're 146 for 7. So the all-important 18th over, Mahinder will be bowling that. He heaves it away towards the onside. The fielder so quickly gets around it. It's a gun fielder. Make sure that it remains just a single in the end. Abhishek back on strike. Abhishek yet to open his account. With Mahinder, he'll be bowling straight. He'll fire it in. He'll also mix it up nicely by a signal by the umpire. They've sneaked a single, 1 more run added to the total. Now Sachin is yet another dangerous batsman. He can tonk it. And he can work it in the gap as well. He can graft runs. But at the moment what he's trying to do is he's trying to hit the big shots. Looking to hit it out of the park. That's the need of the hour as well. Just 2 more overs to go after this one. Emerald Law officers inching towards their 150 run mark. Oh, that was very close to the off stump. Abhishek looking to give it direction towards the offside. Played and missed. Drills it towards long off. Another single. And 150 up, courtesy that single for Emerald Law Offices. 2 more overs to go. One final delivery remains in this 18th. They'd be happy with this landmark. But there's still more to go. So final delivery of the 18th. It's an under edge. It doesn't go anywhere. Wonderful over that by Mahinder. Just 4 runs coming off it in the end. 18th gone. Emerald Law Officers 150 for 7 with just 2 more overs to be bowled in this innings. So Vinay will be bowling the penultimate over. Interesting decision. They've got so much of trust in their off spinners, Lall and Sethi. And why not? They've done well. Hammers it towards the long on region. The batsman just a single on that occasion. And Sachit is back on strike, courtesy that single. Abhishek moves to 2. Oh, not quite of the middle of the bat, but that will still run away for 4. He heaves it hard. Gets a thickish outside edge. That goes for 4. Fortunate boundary for the batter. And Sachit gets his first. He moves to 7. Yeah? So the bowler ready to come in. That's a brilliant shot. That's 4. Right, Kardost. As it does, and that almost thought that was the third one. Just short of the man standing. That shot third. So couple of boundaries, and they'd be happy with that. Emerald Law officers, but Lall and Sethi would be disappointed. They'll feel that they've let down themselves. This is still a very big total. I mean, comparatively, what we saw in the first game, 222, was a massive total. This is still decent enough. It's good enough to win you games. Meanwhile, here we go. Final over of this innings. How many more runs can Emerald Law officers get? 164 for 7. It goes big! That is massive! That is monstrous! That is out of here! What a shot! The moment he made connection with the ball, everybody on this ground knew where that was heading to. That is 6. That should have been 12 rather. Great start to the over, and that will be 4 more. It's gone towards the boundary ropes. Another boundary. It's going from bad to worse. Emerald Law officers. They're looking at the target of 180 now. This is the final over of the innings. The current run rate 9. 180 plus, they'd be very happy. Emerald Law officers, at one point of time, they were struggling to get to 160. That could be a wicket. Just short of long off. Fortunately for him, he didn't time it too well. Otherwise, that was traveling straight to him. That man stationed at long off. Abhishek back on strike, courtesy that single. Goes big. Carves it away towards sweeper cover. Another run added to the total. 2 legal deliveries remain. Mahinder running in. He goes again through the onside. Hasn't got all of it. The fielder does well. But they will come back for the second. This is brilliant running between the wickets. Another brace. And more importantly, he will keep strike. 178. Can they get to that 180 mark? That is the question. Final delivery remains. Mahinder on top of his bowling mark, ready to run in. This is a gem of a knock from him. Batting on 29. Clears his front foot. Hits it straight. Long on. What can he do? Has he caught him? Yes, he has. That's a fine catch. That's the end of it. Lall and Sethi will require 179 in the stipulated 20 overs. This should be fun. An interesting run chase coming our way. So their batsmen will try to get their eye in. The skipper looking to chase down a wide one will wait for the signal from the umpire. No signal. So that's well within the tram line. In fact, that's been signaled a wide. Apologies. So that's a free run given away by the bowling team. So this is a very good target. It's set by Emerald Law. But Lall and Sethi. Oh, that's an awkward delivery. It's gone all wrong for the bowler. Will be a no ball, will be a free hit as well. So the skipper will have the license to go for it. Free hit coming up. He will look to get off the mark with a bang. The captain will look to put out a statement. Free hit. Shivam is running in. Steps out, looks to work it away towards the offside. Misses it, that's a wide. That is a wide, they'll get a single. And the free hit remains intact. So Kapil will be on strike now facing the free hit delivery. The umpire just making sure that the batsman on strike knows that it's still a free hit delivery. So Kapil the man. Now he will look to free his arms. Shivam running in. Free hit delivery. That's a good delivery. Right under his bat. A batsman was looking to make room. Yorking himself. Straight back to the bowler. No chance of a run. Ends up with a dot. No damage done there. The skipper of Emerald Law marshalling his troops at the moment. That's on the pads. That's straight. That was angling away from the right-handed batsman. He marks that with enough respect. Straight back to the bowler. So here we go, final delivery. This has been a decent start from the bowling end. Goes after a wide one, tries to chase it, but no connection made. That's the end of the first. Lall and Sethi are 6-1 loss after the first over. So the skipper is the man on strike. Both of these batsmen are yet to get off the mark. The first one was a tidy over. The only problem was that he gave away too many wides. Even a no ball. Oh, that's misfield. That is misfield. That's 4. Easy runs given away, and the skipper is up and running with a boundary. He's a classical batsman. And if you bowl around his pads, he will punish you all day. Tarun is sharing the new ball. He batted so well, that's another wide. That is another wide. And this is exactly what I was talking about in the first innings. You know, these are not seasoned campaigners playing their first game. Their bodies will take time. They will get used to it. And as the tournament progresses, you'll see that lines are much more tighter. That's a good stroke, just using the pace of the bowler. Just showing it the much needed direction, this time through the offside. He's got 2 boundaries, both behind the wicket. And both of them really good shots. just using the pace of the bowler first time around. The bowler bowling it on the pads, this time with on offer. He goes after it at the last moment, opens the face of the bat, guides it away towards the third man fence. Back-to-back boundaries. Good start to this over. Lall and Sethi were watchful in the first over. Now they're showing their prowess with the bat. That could be another one. It is another one. Another boundary. So 3 on the trot. This is good stuff. I told you he's a classical batsman. I know even in this era of T20 where batsmen play slam bang cricket, most often than not they choose the aerial options. But here is one guy who comes out to open, and when the field restrictions are on, he plays those classical shots all along the ground, still finds the boundaries. It's always good to watch. The advent of T20 that has seen a dearth of the purists. I don't see too many out there. The skip of Lall and Sethi is among one of those rare ones. That's a no ball. That's a no ball, and that will be a free hit. Not the best of starts for Tarun with the ball. So free hit coming up. Raghav, will he go for the full swing? The full Monty. The field cannot be changed. Here we go, free hit delivery. He looks to back down, and another no ball, is it? It is another no ball. So the free hit remains. Another opportunity for the batter to swing his arms. So free hit remains intact. Here we go. Tarun, he's running it. Raghav, he's facing him. Gets an edge. There is third man. Gets only a single. Gets 1 run. 1 more to the total. Kapil on strike now. Kapil is yet to get off the mark. He's faced just 3 deliveries, but he is somebody who likes to take his time, and once he settles in, he murders you if you're a bowler. He's so good. He's a big threat. Just like that. That's exactly what I was talking about. This time doesn't get the timing right. There was long off. Bat was really straight, turning in his hands when he played that shot. That's the end of the second. A very good over that for the batting team. They're 23 for no loss. Lall and Sethi. Tarun giving away 17 runs. So Shivam will continue. And it's Kapil who's on strike. Plays a good-looking stroke. That was a lovely stroke, but unfortunately for the batsman, was hit straight to the fielder standing at covers. So as earmarked, the field restrictions are in place. The first 6 overs are the mandatory power play overs. 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. One is standing at third man. One is at long off. The rest all within the 30-yard circle. Slight fumble. They take a single. Seizing every single opportunity. That was a tight single, but they make it comfortably in the end. Always switched on. And we've got to be like that. Such is the format. This is the shortest format of the game. Well, we've seen the advent of T10 as well, but this is internationally accepted as the shortest format of the game. Maybe in the future we might see T10 cricket in the international arena as well. Bends his back just to extract that extra bit of bounce off the deck. But you can see the ball is really coming on slow to the bat. And that's why it's not ideal on this pitch to bat in the fourth innings. Tends to get slower and lower. So your best bet is when the ball is hard on you, when the field restrictions aren't in place, you try to send it. You try to pick as many as runs that come your way. He was looking for that big shot. As I said, it will stay low. Kapil has lost his wicket. He's looking towards the onside. That ball didn't bounce as much. That's a big blow. The dangerous Kapil has been departed. He's been bowled. He goes for just two. Not the ideal start to the tournament for him. That is a very big wicket. He is an important member of this batting side of Lall and Sethi. They've lost their first day 25 for 1. The new batter is Raju Pramanik. He's a quality batsman. And talking about quality, there's no dearth of it in this unit of Lall and Sethi. They've got a tall order. They bat really deep. And this should be an exciting contest because Emerald Law, they've got such a potent bowling lineup as well. It should be an even contest and a good one at that. Pushes it straight to the fielder. That's the end of a successful over. 3 overs gone, Lall and Sethi. They're 25 for 1 after the end of that one. They still require 154 of the next 17 overs. Start of a fresh over. That was an interesting stroke by the skipper himself. That's pretty unlike him. Really interesting, especially when you've just lost your opening partner. They don't need to do anything silly there because they will get every now and then a ball like that. All you've got to do is work it away into the gaps. That's exactly what he did there. Straying onto the pads, using his wrist nicely, covering the angle. And he found the gap to perfection. Pure timing. Did not even try to hit that hard. Just showing it the direction that it needed. This time he tries to hit it hard, finds a field at long off. One more run added to the total. So the backward square leg comes into the fine leg fence. That wasn't too far away from the fielder, but that will run away for 4. That was towards his right. For a moment, he would have thought that he had a chance. Wasn't in full control, Raju. But he's off the mark with a boundary. Raju Pramanik is coming at number 3. And he's a typical floater. You can ask him to bat at any position and he'll deliver the goods. He would play as a finisher at number 3 as a middle order, 4 more runs. That's a gift. That's a hit me ball for Raju. That's exactly what he did. Just sends it right through the gap and the ball went zipping. That's 4 more. Tarun is having a torrid time with the ball. He scored a 50. Now, not having a good time with the ball in his hands. Uses his feet again. That's a classic shot. Inside out. Over extra cover. Just one bounce into the boundary ropes. A hat-trick of boundaries. What an over that turned out to be. And the batting team, Lall and Sethi, after the end of the 4th, they're going along nicely. They're 42 for 1. As many as 17 runs coming in that over. So first 4 overs of the power play is done and dusted. Yes, Lall and Sethi have lost an initial wicket, but as I said, they've got the batting depth. This is a team that bats deep. So first signs of spin. Nicely bowled. Really well bowled. Hitesh into the attack, bowling to Raghav. That's a push. The fielder quickly gets around it. Makes sure that they don't even think about a single. Raghav at the moment batting nicely. He's batting on 19. I'm pretty sure he'll play the role of the sheet anchor. He will be the element that will hold this innings together if he stays out there for long enough. Works it away towards long on. Gets another single. Raju back on strike. Raju, meanwhile, is more of a conventional T20 batsman. That doesn't mean that he cannot adapt. As I said, he's a floater. He can bat at any position, at any given situation. And he's got the cricketing smarts just like that. He sensed that the ball wasn't traveling as quickly to the fielder. He saw that as an opportunity to come in for a single. And they get an easy single in the end. Raghav back on strike. Raghav looks to make room. You know, even though he's hitting the attacking strokes, you see that he's hitting it all along the ground. He's not hitting it aerial. Not trying to take too many risks. So he's a purist batsman. And sometimes you need these purist batsmen in the shortest format of the game because you get situations like this almost every game. That's another single and he will keep strike. That's a decent over. That's the end of the 5th. Lall and Sethi 45 for 1. So another off spinner. Oh, he's cleaned him up! A wicket straight away. As I said, it will keep low. The captain, he was looking to work it away towards the onside. That just burst through. That's pitch and that came in sharply. And that stayed low. Lower than he anticipated. That's the end of Raghav's innings, the skipper departs after a well-compiled 21. So Lall and Sethi, they've lost both their openers. They're 45 for 2. And they're in a very similar position as to Emerald Law was. The new batter is Vinay. And what a way to mark your arrival at the crease. Announces himself in style. That's gone all the way. What a shot that is. Also 50 up for Lall and Sethi. Wow. Talk about disdain. Talk about power. Just sends it. No afterthoughts. No emotions shown by him as well. It was as if he was waiting for it. So the bowler will continue that one, staying low once again. The batsman drills it away towards long on. It's another single. Such a mixed bag this over has been so far. Raju Pramanik back on strike. Vijay has just walked out and hit a maximum of the first delivery. He's off strike now. He's at the non-striker's end after that single was taken of the previous delivery. Raju works it away towards backward square leg. They will get a single. Now you see the ball not rolling quickly enough off the turf. Vinay batting on 7. Down the leg side. Will get some more runs. Wide signal. They will take a single as well. So this is a problem we've seen because of the odd bounce on this track. The wicket keepers, they've had a torrid time behind the stumps, and that is the reason why we have seen many buys. That is a good shot. That is an excellent shot. Great use of the feet. Reaches up to the pitch of the delivery and creams it all along the carpet. Wonderful hit by Raju. As I said, he's got all the shots in the book. He's such an uncanny cricketer. So useful. Looks to cut it. He isn't pleased with himself. That's the end of the 6th. That's the end of the power plays as well. Lall and Sethi, they're 59 for 2. So Kapil into the attack. What a knock he played. It seemed like when he walked out, Lall and Sethi were hit by a storm. Just walked out there like Sir Viv Richards. Started hitting from ball number 1. First delivery, he bowls on the pads of the batsman, who works it away towards fine leg. That fielder from deep backward square leg comes in, keeps it down to just one. Looking to use his feet, looking to advance down the ground, missing it altogether. So Lall and Sethi are scoring at a good clip. Now what they require is a partnership. And whereas Emerald Law, they require a wicket. That's what they'll be looking for. It was at this stage after the power plays that Emerald Law really struggled to score. They struggled to accelerate, but in the back end, because of that man who's got the ball in his hands, he played some scintillating shots. That was some knock. Absolute carnage out there by him. Down the leg side, good take by the keeper. That ball was travelling. That was a nippy delivery from Kapil. The lines, that's the problem. That's been the problem so far. The required run rate is 8.67. The current run rate is 9.5. Once again, another wide. He isn't happy with himself. Is a couple. He's been too leg side-ish this over. And as pointed out in the first innings of this match as well, they are playing a competitive game after so long. It will take time. And once it is sorted, these problems, these errors will fade away. And that will happen gradually as the tournament progresses. Shot. That will run away for 4. Raju, as I said, is such a treat to watch. He's got all the gears in his game. Slightly erring in line. Look what he does. Uses the pace of the bowler, bisecting those two fielders, and gets a boundary. 4 more runs. The score moves to 68. Final delivery of the over coming up. This has been a good over for the batting team. He punches it straight to the fielder at short cover. That's the end of the over. 7th gone. Lall and Sethi 68 for 2. Start of a fresh over. He goes for the big shot. Vinay was looking to hit it over long on, it seems. Probably did get a feather onto that one. I think the wicket keeper is having a problem with his helmet. So they don't need to do anything silly here. And on the other hand, Emirate Law officers, what they'll be trying to do is they'll try to dry up the runs for Lall and Sethi. make them do something fancy, and in the process, they'd lose a wicket here and there. At the moment, they're comfortable. They're very well placed. They're in the driver's seat. But this is a long game. This is a long way to go. They're playing the waiting game, both these teams at the moment. But I reckon something might give in the next 2 to 3 overs. The required run rate slowly but steadily creeping up. That's hit hard, but will travel slowly towards the long on fielder, who's slightly wider than your conventional long on. Lall and Sethi require 108 of 74. He plays it towards long off this time. And with that single, he brings Vinay to face the final delivery of the 8th over. Bowls it wide away from the tram line. When you're trying to dry up the runs for the opposition, you've got to make sure that you don't give too many extras. And you are a live wire in the field. But nothing you can do as a fielder when you hit it that straight. Just one bounce into the boundary ropes. Can't hit straighter than that. That is a very good shot to end the over. That's the end of the 8th. Lall and Sethi, they're 77 for 2. So start of the 9th over. The bowler, he's running in. Raju plays it straight back to the bowler, who does well in his follow through. Leaps up in the air, making sure that the batsmen don't attempt a single. Raju is batting on 24. He started off well. Either of these batsmen have got to take it deep if Lall and Sethi are to win this one. Raju plays the aerial shot towards long on. He's lucky that he didn't time it too well. Otherwise, would have gone straight to that man. That slap, that could be a wicket. It's not, it has cleared the man. A maximum after a while. Well, he would have had his heart in his mouth for a moment there, for a very brief moment. It seemed like it was going straight to that man, but he had hit it well enough. That cleared him comfortably in the end. What a slap that was. I was talking about the fact that playing the cross bat at heaves won't be easy, especially on the square boundaries, because those are bigger boundaries. The straighter ones are smaller boundaries, but he slaps it over long off. That is an outrageous shot. Now 95. That makes the equation even more comfortable. 95 required of 69 deliveries. Vinay moves into the 20s, 21 of just 9. And look at the confidence that he portrays, the aura that he brings to the table. You know, his confidence since ball number 1. Goes again. He punches them hard. He's a stroke maker. and gets another boundary. 10 runs off 2 deliveries. Vinay moves to 25. Look at that strike rate, it's 250. I was talking about the Viv Richards like aura. He's batting like him too. In fact, he's done even better. That strike rate of 250. So Viv would have been happy with that back in his days. Plays it straight back to the bowler. Could come back right underneath his bat. Final delivery of the over coming up. This is the ninth. Has been a good one for the batting team. Emerald Law officers need to come up with something. Raju. He shows his quick reflexes, quick decision making as well. The batsman heaves it away towards long on, gets a single. He will keep strike. 9 runs coming off it, rather 12 runs coming off it. That's the end of the ninth. Lall and Sethi, they're 89 for 2. So Lall and Sethi motoring along nicely. Start of a fresh over starts it with wide. Sachit Mathur played an important knock towards the end for Emerald Law officers. He's into the attack. And he too starts with a wide. Oh, that's carved away. That's a good shot. That's safe. That will run away for 4. That is such clever thinking. A smart cricketing shot by Vinay. Rather, I believe it was Raju who played that shot. Such a good hit. Rather, it was Vinay indeed. Moves to 26. Very well played. The middle order is turning on the heat as far as Emerald Law are concerned. They're looking for wickets. They're desperate for wickets. These two are well set now. Batting on 26. Vinay, Raju at the other end batting on 25. Vinay goes big towards the onside. Long on cuts it off. Keeps it down to just 1. Raju back on strike. He was off strike for quite some time. He'll be facing Vinay. Not in control, not in total control. But that might just run away for yet another boundary towards third man region. Lall and Sethi, everything they are touching turning into gold at the moment in the middle overs. They're getting a much needed move on. That required run rate drastically coming down now. It's 8. It's around 8 now. Sachit Mathur, not the best of starts with the ball for him. And they are approaching the 100-run mark. That was hit hard. Vinay wanted a single, sent back by Raju. Beg your pardon, that required run rate is now below 8. It's 7.74, just 80 required. That equation becoming more and more comfortable for Lall and Sethi. I told you they were the champions last season, champions of the plate division. Goes big, goes straight. That's the best of them. That's 6. And what a way to bring up your 100 as a team. Straight as an arrow. Such a classy shot. That was great use of feet as well. And now, Emerald Law officers, they're looking down and out. Just 74 required. I told you this guy Raju is such a useful cricketer. He can do everything on the field. You know, we were talking about Mahinder earlier when he had the ball in his hands. He's one such cricketer, Raju. I remember last year during the back end of an innings, he bowled, not too sure, he bowled one of the death overs and then he went behind the stumps, did wicket keeping as well. He's some character. But for sure, he's a match winner for his team. And Emerald Law officers will know that. That will be the precise reason why they would be looking to take his wicket. I think we've lost the ball somewhere. No, just checking how many deliveries have been bowled in this over. There's another one to go. So final delivery to be bowled. Here we go. Raju is the man on strike. Raju goes again. This time almost a toe crusher. Raju works it towards the deep, gets a single. He will keep strike at the halfway mark. Lall and Sethi, they're motoring along nicely. They are in the driver's seat. 106 for 2, with them requiring 73 of the next 10 overs. And it will be time for the final drinks break of the day. Drinks off the field. The mandatory change of ends. And at the moment, Lall and Sethi looking comfortably placed. They've got 8 wickets in hand. Just 73 required of the next 60 deliveries. And Emerald Law officers will be hoping that that drinks break would bring about a change in their fortunes. They need wickets. These two are well settled. Vinay batting on 31, Raju batting on 36. Raju will, meanwhile, is the man on strike. And Emerald Law officers have brought in their strike bowler, Shivam Parashar. Gave away just 8 runs in his first 2 overs, that too within the power plays. He's picked up an important wicket as well. That's a full toss. That's punched towards the extra cover region. Gets a single. 1 run taken. Raju moves to 37 with that single. Vinay back on strike. Vinay batting on 31. He's ever since he's walked out, he's maintained that strike rate in excess of 200. It's down the leg side. Thinks about glancing it away towards the fine leg fence, but decides against it at the last moment. The pitch is slow. At the last moment, he decides to let it go. Once again down the leg side. They'll get more runs as well. Courtesy a single. Wide and a bye. So once again, they're giving away easy runs. The equation is becoming more and more comfortable. Emerald Law, they desperately need wickets here. They need something to happen in their favor. Nicely getting on top of the bounce. Raju plays it square. Gets another single. Vinay back on strike. Both these batters in their 30s. Shivam. I'm surprised that he's called in because he won't be left with too many overs in the death. But I get the idea. Emerald Law, they require wickets. They need a breakthrough. And that is why they've got in their top bowler. But even he's losing the plot as of now. He's bowled a couple of wides, making things easier for the batsman. And that will put more pressure on his team. That really can't be given out. He's going way down leg. Leg by signal by the umpire. Meanwhile, another run added to the team's total. Shivam. He's running in to Raju. Raju uses his feet. Extra bit of bounce. Will they take a single? Yes, they will. The wicketkeeper has a shy at the stumps because, yes, Raju was not in total control. He had lost his balance. And there was an opportunity there, to be honest. But the wicketkeeper didn't hit the stumps. And I also think that Raju had made it back in the nick of time. What a shot that is. Nobody moves. That's 4. That is such a good shot. And you know, we were coming to the fact that the ball, as it gets older and softer, timing the ball becomes difficult for the batsman. But that's not an issue with the winner. He's just standing and delivering. That is some cricket shot. With minimal footwork as well. That is a wonderful hit. Look at that bat swing. And look at it go once again. That's for short in length. Is quickly onto that late bat swing coming in. Lovely bat flow as well. Ends the over with a flourish. Back-to-back boundaries, 11th gone. Lall and Sethi, they are in the driver's seat and they're looking good. They're 122 for 2. So as I said, teams don't like batting in the 4th innings here on this ground because as the day progresses, run scoring becomes more and more difficult. The pitch tends to get slower and lower. But Lal and Sethi, they are facing no problems as such. Jersey number 15. He is into his second over. Raju takes it on the full. Works it away towards the onside, gets a single. Turns it away towards the onside using his wrist. Another single taken. One more run added to the total. That's drilled towards long off. One more run taken. They're making it look easy at the moment. I was aerial for a brief moment. He plays it towards long on, gets another single. Well, 179 seems to be a walk in the park for Lal and Sethi at the moment. He was coming down the track, shortens his length. That's smart bowling. That's a reprieve in the end. Long off had a lot of work to do. He ran in, he sprinted towards the ball. It was half a chance, a very difficult one though, but a chance nevertheless. And they needed that wicket. He goes big again. Is that another opportunity? It is, and he's grabbed that, has he? He has, almost losing balance, but he has to go. The batsman is not convinced, but they never are. But what a fine catch that is. A brilliant knock comes to an end. And Vinay has been dismissed. He goes for 42 of just 20 deliveries. Technology comes to our aid. Just saw the replays. And this technology coming our way thanks to our broadcasters, JBMR Sports, bringing us the live pictures. And what a splendid job they have done. Bringing us some great pictures. from both the grounds. Also providing us with DRS this time around. That's, that's something that all the players will be looking forward for. So Mahinder, he joins forces with Raju. Now, these are two cricketers I really like to watch. I enjoy them playing because they give their hearts out. They give their everything to their team, no matter what they're doing, with the ball in their hands, with the bat in their hands. And that is another wicket. As I said, sometimes one brings two, and both the said batsmen have been dismissed now. Raju was looking for the big shot, and all of a sudden, Lall and Sethi in some trouble. They're 128 for 4 as Raju departs for 42 as well. We are in for a close finish. This is not over yet. So Karan is a new batter who walks out to the middle. He comes in at number 6. Just dabs it. The bowler comes in quickly. No run there. There was really no need for that shot. They were going along nicely. They had just lost a wicket. Karan guides it away towards the point region, gets a single. He's off the mark. Now Mahinder in to face his first delivery. It was looking way too comfortable for Lall and Sethi until and unless they had lost to Vinay. And then Vinay, in the search of a big hit, he lost his wicket. And immediately Raju follows him. They fell for identical scores. Mahinder just taking his guard. 50 runs still required. That's a bit of help from the bowler, easing the pressure. A wicket had fallen in the final delivery of the previous over. And then first ball of this over, the experienced Raju departed too. Once again, drifting onto the pads. Slight fumble. They will come back for the second. When it comes to Mahinder Singh Rawat, there's no dearth of commitment. As I said, he's such a committed character. Gives it his all. He was running hard, putting in the hard yards. Pushes it straight back to the bowler. Another dot delivery. This has been a great over from Sachit. His first one was an expensive one. How well has he come back? Final delivery coming up. Once again on the pads. A stifled appeal from the bowler. The batsman turns it away towards the onside, towards the square leg region. That's the end of the over. Successful over comes to an end. 13th gone. Lall and Sethi, 132 for 4. We're in for a very close finish. So Madhavan will continue. Good looking stroke. Plays it through covers. Gets a single, does Mahinder. And that single brings Karan back on strike. Karan batting on 1. Just 45 required. Another wicket here. And Emerald Law Offices will be right on top. Gets another run. They can do it in singles. They can afford to do it in singles. Just 44 required of 40. Taps it towards the onside. Brilliant running between the wickets. Or in fact sent back. Committed fielding. He came in charging. Well, his only motive was to avoid the batsman. Coming back for the second. Brilliant work. Saved a run for his team. That's smart cricket. So what they're trying to do is they're playing it in the gap and trying to pick up the pockets in the ground. And they're relatively new. I'm sure once they settle in, they'll hit it aerial as well. But at the moment, they don't need to. Mahendra Singh tried something that was very full. He finds the field on that occasion. A dot delivery, final delivery coming up. Works it away from his body. Cuts it towards the cover region. Gets a single sweeper cover, does the rest. He will keep strike. Another tidy over. That's the end of the 14th. Lall and Sethi, they're 138 for 4. So we'll get started with the 15th over. Spinner into the attack. Mahendra looks to hit it towards the offside. Looks to hit it a bit too hard. Finds the fielder. Hitesh back into the attack. He had given away just 11 runs in his first 2 overs. He's into his third now. He's bowled well. Oh, room on offer. That was asking to be put away. And Mahendra obliges 4 more runs. Sits up nicely for him. And he had enough time to pick up his spot. Moves to 9. Just 37 required. Full toss. Heaves it. Long on. Keeps it down to just 1. Now Karan, the man on strike. Karan Veer batting on 3. He has faced just 4 deliveries. 2 more runs added there. Great use of the wrist once again. Mahendra quickly moves to 12. He's got 1 hit to the fence. Final delivery of the 15 coming up. This has been a good over for the batting team. Bowls it quicker, bowls it well. A dot to finish the over. 15th gone. Lall and Sethi, they're 146 for 4. They require 33 more of the next 5 overs. So medium pacer into the attack. Rather back into the attack. Karan plays a lovely extra cover drive. Gets a single. Now Kapil. Can he turn it around for his team with the ball in his hands? He hasn't had a good outing with the ball so far. What a shot that is. That's in the gap as well. Won't travel towards the boundary ropes. Sweeper cover should cut it off. He does. Oh, there was some confusion. Wasted opportunity. Should have come back for the second. Indecisive there. Mahinder was sure that he wanted to come back for the second. It was Karan always. He was hesitant because I get it that he was running towards the danger end, but there was a definite 2 in there. Should have come back for the brace. Uses his feet. One bounce straight to the man at long on. Only a single. Well, in my opinion, they are playing risky shots, aerial shots for singles. They don't need to do that. You're much better off playing it all along the ground. And meanwhile, they're approaching a milestone here. They're 1 run away from the 150-run mark. What an effort. Tremendous effort. Taking the tumble. Brilliant stuff. Kapil is such a good athlete. And the current run rate is still 9.51. That required run rate, it's pretty comfortable. Just 4 runs adrift. Oh, everybody was taking cover. The non-striker, the bowler, the umpire, all 3 of them in tandem. Looking to take shelter behind those small wickets. 150 up with that stroke, with that single. Final delivery of the over coming up. Karan goes towards square. He'll only get a single. He will keep strike. An interesting over comes to an end. 16th gone. Lall and Sethi 151 for 4. 28 required of the final 4 death overs.
पर क्या बचा है भाई देखा है आप पक्का देंगे आपके पास है हाँ बोलो
So start. So start of the 17th. Emerald Law officers, they desperately need a wicket. They need a wicket to make something happen here. That's the only way that Lall and Sethi will cave in. At the moment, they are doing it comfortably. Another single meanwhile. Karan works it away towards the deep. Gets 1 more run added to the total. Mahinder back on strike. Now he holds the key. He looks to swing it away. Straight to the keeper. That's a dot delivery. Swing and a miss for Mahinder. He's disappointed with himself. Yep. That's a strike rate you don't associate with Mahinder. Less than 100. Lets it go. That was a wayward one. This is a stage where you really can't afford to give away too many extras. 26 of 24. You need to tighten the screws around it. Drills it straight to long off. Who does well. Keeps it down to just a single. Karan back on strike. 25 required now. Just losing his run up the bowler. Such except for that one over where he leaked runs, he's been exceptional. He's picked up an all-important wicket as well. Once again, slap long off, has more work to do. Sharp throw. Just a single it is. So the field is spread out. There's a fielder at deep mid-wicket. There's a fielder at deep cow corner. There's a long off. There's a long on. There is a sweeper cover as well. Rest all within the circle. There is a chance. There is a chance. And he's taken it in the second attempt. It wasn't needed. And it's a trump card as well. As I said, he holds the key to this run chase, Mahinder, and he is the one who departs. That could spell out to be trouble for Lall and Sethi. They've lost their sixth. That is a big wicket, a massive wicket in the context of the game. A new batter walks out, and he'd be on strike to face the final delivery of Sachit's over. Manish walks out to the middle. Sachit has picked up 2 crucial wickets. Easy bringing his team back into this game. Karan is at the non-striking end. Now then, what is Manish bringing to the table? A dot ball. Brilliant over. Fantastic over from Sachit. A wicket coming off at 17th gone. Lall and Sethi, they're 155 for 5. And they require 24 of the final 3. Start of the 18th over. That's hit crisply. Plays it towards long on. Drills it Karan. Madhavan will be bowling out his final over this. He's picked up 2 wickets as well. Let's look at the bowling options that Emerald Law officers have. They've got Shivam. Shivam, their strike bowler, has got 1 over remaining. Tarun hasn't had a good day with the ball. Hitesh has 1 over and Kapil has 1 over. I think Shivam and Kapil will be bowling the final 2 overs. That is another chance that is taken. Is that the turnaround? Emerald Law officers back in it, and they're back in it big time as well. Lall and Sethi have lost another one. Manish was looking to hit it out of the park, but he's been hauled out. Long on makes it look easy. That's a sixth one that is walking out of the park. So Kapil taking that catch. Safe as a house. Prashant is the new batter. Prashant facing his first delivery. Karan is at the non-strikers end. He would want the strike as quickly as possible. Another dot delivery. See what one wicket does to you as a team. They are chirpy. A few overs ago, you could see them with drop down shoulders. They were drooping. And now all of a sudden, you can hear all kinds of noises out there on the ground. They believe now. Lall and Sethi, their camp has gone quieter. Well, it could still change. The story could change in a couple of deliveries. This game is funny. Prashant off the mark with the single. Final delivery of the over coming up. 22 required of 13. Goes big, Karan. That's in the gap, but the fielder can get. He does well. Will they come back for the third? No, they don't. They settle for 2. Brilliant fielding. Brilliant commitment. Excellent stuff. Saves 2 runs for his team. And that's the end of the over. What an over that turned out to be. 18th gone. Lall and Sethi 159 for 6 and 20 required of the final 2 overs. So Sachit will be bowling the penultimate over. I think this will be the over that makes it or breaks it for either of these teams. Starts off exceptionally well. That is a dot. He went for the drive. Prashant misses it altogether. This is good stuff. This is edge of the seat stuff. Everybody who's been sitting on a chair in this ground, they are squirming in their chairs at the moment. That is a wide. This is such a seesaw battle between these two teams. Both of them at this stage, you can say, deserve a victory. And at the moment, all 3 results possible. Will we get to see a super over? Is that possible? I'm not sure if the rules of the tournament states that when a game is tied, you could have a super over. Not sure about that. But at the moment, what I'm saying is all 3 results possible. Karan squeezes it out. The bowler, I'm sure, not happy with it, but they will get a single. He wanted a second there. Prashant was ready to sacrifice his own wicket. He wants to hand back the strike to Karan as much as possible. Well, it all goes back to that shot that Vinay played. Almost cleared the boundary ropes there, but he chose the biggest part of the ground. Clips it. Only a single on that occasion. One more run. Another run added to the total. Karan back on strike. Karan batting on 13. 16 required. 16 of 8. That is the equation. Advances down the ground. Hits it straight down the ground. Long off gets around it. Misfield. They'll come back for the second. They should. That's what pressure does to you. He's generally a safe fielder. But that hard patch of turf. Another couple of runs. 14 required of 7. Final delivery of the over. Karan the man on strike. Karan trying something fancy. Shuffling. Will they come back for the second? They attempt a second. That could be a run out. It is a run out. Prashant has to go. The 7th one falls. And Emerald Law officers, they are buoyed. Prashant goes. He goes for 3. Well, they were hesitant to begin with. But 13 required of the final over. The question is who will be bowling that final over. Is it going to be Kapil? Or is it going to be Shivam? There are 3 options. I have a feeling it's going to be Kapil. But Hitesh has got 1 over up his sleeve. He's an off spinner. Shivam, the strike bowler, he's got 1 wicket. He's got 1 over up his sleeve as well. The all-important final over. It's evenly poised. We are in for a thriller. And I'm surprised that Tarun has got the ball in his hands. Well, I thought that he would be the last option. I get the fact that he's a very good bowler. He's a tremendous all-rounder. But he hasn't had a good day with the ball. He's leaked 34 runs in his first 2 overs. And Shivam, who's bowled well, he had 1 over up his sleeve. And Kapil, he too had 1 over up his sleeve. And so did Hitesh. But I get the fact that Hitesh, being a spinner, wouldn't be a part of that equation. It had to be either Kapil or Shivam. But I could be proved wrong here. Because the captain, he has showered his confidence in Tarun. And he will be bowling this final over. Whereas a new batsman is out there. Arjit is a new batter and he's the one taking strike. Karan is at the non-striker's end. That's hit well. That's all along the ground. The fielder should cut it off. He does. They come back for a second. 2 runs taken. So 11 is what they require now. 11 of 5. 1 big hit. They need at least 1 of them. Goes big. Hasn't got all of it. Should be taken. It is taken. That's the 8th one. He had to go for it at some point of time, Arjit. He plays it straight to the man who doesn't move an inch. And takes a safe catch. Karan is stranded at the non-striker's end meanwhile. What a comeback this is by Emerald Law officers. They were down and out. That partnership between Vinay and Raju, they were going along nicely. It looked like they would crush Emerald Law officers. Vinay, he played an unnecessary shot. I get the fact that that's the way he plays. That's what's been working for him as a player. But that was a very unfortunate moment to get out. 4 deliveries remain. Still anything is possible. 11 to get. Raghav, he's a new man. He's the one on strike. He'll be facing his first delivery. Tarun has just picked up his first wicket. His day getting better. He drills it towards long on, gets a single. He's off the mark. Gets 1 run. Karan back on strike. Now 10 required of 3. What can Karan do? He's yorked himself. Walks towards the bowler. Squeezes that out. Gets only a single. 9 required of 2. Can they get a big hit in from somewhere? Raghav has just walked out. Won't be easy. Tarun has bowled really well. Inside edge. Goes straight to the fielder at short fine leg. Just a single. Just a single. So technically they won this one. Emerald Law Officers, until and unless they bowl a delivery that's not legal. Just make sure you don't bowl any wides or you don't overstep as well. Hits it straight. That's it. That's victory for Emerald Law Officers. They don't even run. They are dejected. They've lost this game. They should have won this one. But in the end, it's Emerald Law Officers who have pulled off a miraculous victory. And they won this one by 7 runs. What a win. What a game we've had. 178 was put on the board by Emerald Law Officers. And in the end, Lall and Sethi falling short by a mere 7 runs. What a game of cricket this has been.